Welcome to 10 Minute Teach with Mr. A. In this video, we're going to be multiplying decimals by two-digit numbers. Right, let's get into it. Okay, let's get started with our first example, which is 2.06 multiplied by 23. And you'll see that I've put my place value headings in there, along with my decimal places before my tens and my hundreds, because it's so important to get these lined up correctly. Right, let's write in my first number, which is 2.06, and we're going to multiply it by 23. So what we're going to be doing in a moment is partitioning 23 into 20 and 3. So we're going to need two spaces for that. So if you leave yourself two lines there, and then one final answer, because we're going to be partitioning and then putting that back together just to make it nice and simple for ourselves. And because we'll be multiplying by 20 and not 2, we can again make it really easy for ourselves by multiplying our tens answer by 10 already. So in our top row, we're going to be multiplying by 3. So 3 times 6 is 18. No 3s are nothing. Add the 1 is 1. And 2 3s are 6. Now, what's really important here is that in each answer as I go down, I make sure that I've got my decimal places in there. Because if they're not in line, then my answer could end up being 100 times greater or 10 times smaller, depending on which way you go with it. Okay, let's have a little look. So now we want to multiply it by 20, but like I said earlier, we're only going to be multiplying by 2 because I've already multiplied my answer by 10. So now we start back over at the hundredths again. So 2 6s are 12. No 2s are nothing. Add the 1 is 1. And 2 times 2 is 4 for 41.20. So 2.06, 20 times bigger, is 41.20. And now, because I've already put my add sign in there, I'll not forget to add these together. So 8 add nothing is 8, 1 add 2 is 3, 6 add 1 is 7, and nothing add 4 is 4. So 2.06, 23 times larger, is 47.38. Okay, so our next example is 31.62 multiplied by 52. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. 31.62 multiplied by 52. There we are. I'm going to get my lines in there, just like we did before, for the exact same reasons. Okay, so I'm not quite ready to go yet, because this time I want to put my decimal places in before I start, which is really, really good practice. Okay, so we're going to multiply by our units digit here. So 2 hundredths multiplied by 2 is 4. 6 tenths multiplied by 2 is 1.2, but we can write that in, make it easy for ourselves as 12. 1 times 2 is 2, add the 1 is 3, and 2 lots of 30 is 60. But again, we've made that easy for ourselves by doing 3 times 2. Right, so this time, multiplying by my tens digit again, we've already times that by 10, so I can just multiply by 5 now. And we're going to start back over at the hundredths again. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 6 is 30. Add the 1 is 31. 1 5 is 5. Add the 3 is 8. And then 3 times 5 is 15. I've got nothing else to multiply by, so I can just write that straight in there. Okay, so 31.62, 50 times bigger, is 1,581. And now all I need to do is bring these two back together to make it multiplied by 52. So 4 add nothing is 4. 2 add nothing is 2. 3 add 1 is 4. 6 add 8 is 14. 5 add nothing, add the 1 is 6. And nothing, add the 1 is 1. So you can see that because we've got our decimal places all in line, that our answer works out at 1644.24. Okay, so our third and final example, we're going to write our number in again, 44.82. Slightly larger numbers this time, but don't let it put you off. You still do exactly the same thing. You work it out just the same way and set it up just as you normally would. Decimal places all in line. Very, very important. Okay, so we'll start over at the ones column again here with our 86. So 2 to multiply by 6 is 12. 6 8s are 48. Add the 1 is 49. 4 6s are 24. Add the 4 is 28. 4 6s again, 24. Add the 2 is 26. Nothing else to times by, so I can write that straight in there. So 44.82 multiplied by 6 is 268.92. Right, so now I want to multiply by my 8. And again, because we've already multiplied by 10, I can just times by the 8. So 2 times 8 is 16. 8 8s are 64. Add the 1 is 65. There we go. 4 8s are 32. Add the 6 is 38. And again, 4 8s are 32. Add the 3 is 35. And there's nothing else to times by again. So I can just write that number straight in there. Right, so 44.82 multiplied by 80 is 3,585.60. And we just need to add these numbers back together to make it multiply by 86 again. So 2 add the nothing is 2. 9 add the 6 is 15. 8 add the 5 is 13. Add the 1 is 14. 6 add 8 is 14. Add the 1 is 15. 2 add 5 is 7. Add the 1 is 8. And nothing add the 3 is 3. So 44.82 multiplied by 86 is 3,854.52. If this video's helped you today, then please consider checking out my other videos, maybe leave a comment for any that you'd like me to do in future, and also maybe a little subscribe as well. Until next time guys, goodbye.